Ladies and gentlemen, greeting you right back. I hope you're exploring right from the networking zone to the experience zone out there. Of course, making sure you download your digital certificates, you're chatting live, sharing your tweets, and all of that because everything leads to gaining the lovely points out there, and of course some amazing vouchers that are in store for you. And of course partner booths is something that you must not miss on, and fill in the feedback forms there as well, because I guess some good chunk of points come to you when you do so. And of course we solicit your feedback at the same time. All right, so on that note, talking about AI first contact centers, now that's for a better customer experience and also agent performance, the agent performance, so as to say. So, well, our upcoming speaker is going to delve into this topic. So, casting up next, right there, Rajavardhan Nalluri, the Executive Vice President Engineering from Kore.ai. Well, Mr. Nalluri, if you're all set, handing it over to you.
Thank you, Shikha. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. This is Rajavardhan Nalluri, and I'm the Engineering Executive Vice President, as Shikha just explained. Today, I'm going to talk about Smart Assist. So, this is an AI first contact center for better customer experience and agent performance. But before I delve into the details of Smart Assist, I'd like to give some context about Kore.ai. So we were founded in 2014. For the last 7 years, we had a really incredible journey. We have built the most comprehensive conversational AI platform out there in the market today, right? And on top of this particular platform, we have built multiple virtual assistant solutions that are deployed across various industry verticals, right? So during this journey, we're being duly recognized by the top analysts in the industry. And Kore.ai is considered as the leader in the conversational AI platform space. As they say, results speak for themselves. It's quite amazing to see that tens of millions of consumers are actually interacting with our technology on a daily basis. Apart from that, we also have saved hundreds of millions of dollars for our customers in a relatively short time frame. Right? As you can also see it from the screen, been working with some of the really large enterprise customers across the globe. Right? To name a few, Citi in financial services, Coca-Cola in consumer retail, EV in Bev, Colgate. Right? To give you some perspective of the scale at which we operate with some of these customers, we are automating close to 100 million calls every year for some of these customers. That's big volumes. So we are a truly enterprise grade platform, which is actually providing the best customer experience to the customers today. Today, I'm going to talk about the contact centers and the typical problems that we experience in the contact centers, and how our solution can actually help solve the customer experience issues that customers are facing with their contact centers. Right? So most of you would have called the contact centers and experienced long waits, and you have to navigate through the long menu trees, right? Which obviously is a cause of concern, and this served a poor experience to the end users, right? Well, I face it all the time, so I bet most of you also have faced the same problem. Right? So some of the contact centers have implemented automation to reduce long waits. How they go about this automation? They've used either DTMF-based inputs or the voice command-based interfaces for implementing automation. But unfortunately, the end user still have to navigate through these long menu trees to get there. So as a result, the customer experience is still poor, and the customers are still spending millions of dollars in terms of engaging agents to answer each and every call that is coming in. So how can we avoid this, right? Based on our experience working with some of the really large enterprise customers and trying to improve the customer experience in their implementations, we have identified that there are some primary contact center objectives that need to be met for us to be able to improve the CX, right? So I'm not going to read out all of these parameters, but once we have actually identified these primary contact center objectives, we have looked at our technology components and have realized that we would be able to provide better contact center experience for our customers. And that's when we launched Smart Assist. Okay, what is Smart Assist? Smart Assist is we call it as AI native contact center as a service. So what is AI native? Let me explain that. In today's world, the contact centers, as I just explained, is menu driven or it's a command driven interfaces, right? But the next generation contact centers are completely AI driven. It is conversational in nature. So what do you mean by conversation? Instead of once you ring a contact center, you'll be prompted with a welcome message and you can simply state your problem. That means if I call Airtel today and say they play a welcome message to me, and then after that I get to hear, how can I help you today? I can simply state my problem. The contact center should be able to understand what the user is saying and be able to automate that particular use case using automation. And if in case that particular use case cannot be automated, they should be able to transfer that particular call to a human agent with the full context of what happened so far with the bot. And even after the call gets transferred to a human agent, the human agent should be provided with additional support from the automation perspective to be able to service that particular customer really effectively, right? So Smart Assist today provides all of these capabilities I just mentioned, right? So that's why we call it as AI native. So Smart Assist uses AI for intent detection. Smart Assist uses AI for routing. Smart Assist uses AI for automation and for agent assist as well. Right. So I just like to explain how the use cases can be automated using Smart Assist. So if there are multiple interactions that the user is having with the virtual assistant, we can decide on a case by case basis how that particular interaction should be handled within Smart Assist. What I mean by that is, let's discuss this with an example. So in case of a banking solution, if I'm talking about get balance as a use case, that can easily be automated using the virtual assistant. So a caller is calling in via phone and asking for account balance, and we can immediately provide after authenticating the user, we can actually provide the response over the phone itself. So that's the voice experience. Let's take another example where user is actually calling in via, the user is still calling in the phone, but now he wants to basically report a lost card. So this particular use case requires the user to actually review some of the previous transactions that he has performed. It may not be a good use case to automate it on voice. So Smart Assist provides an option to the user to deflect this particular call to chat. So that means it actually sends a link to the SMS and user clicking on that link can go to a web or a digital page and can continue the conversation from a digital channel. It can be a web page or it can be one of the digital channels. But the full context is retained here in this particular case. So the bot understands that he has asked for reporting a lost card, and the previous transactions were all shown once he basically lands on the digital page, right? So this, and he can continue the conversation with the chatbot on the digital. The third scenario is, let's assume that a customer is calling in to cancel an account. This use case we may not want to automate at all. We want to transfer this particular call to a human agent, right? So Smart Assist automatically understands that this particular use case should not be automated and should be transferred to a human agent, and will transfer the call to a human agent with full context. The same is applicable for chat as well. For a particular use case, if the user is calling in via one of the digital or social, via the digital channels, then depending on the experience defined for that particular intent, the call can be automated, or the chat can be automated, or the chat can be transferred to a human agent, right? So let's see how this whole thing works today. The Smart Assist improves the customer experience and support efficiency by automating this voice and digital interactions, right? So customers doesn't have to wait in a queue anymore. They don't have to navigate through these long menu trees. They are getting, they're able to speak to the virtual assistant and be able to get the assistance that they're looking for. Now, in this particular visual, if you look at it from the left, on the left, we have the voice and the chat interactions. If you take the voice interaction, Smart Assist can work with your existing IVR infrastructures and allow you to transfer calls from your existing IVR infrastructure to the Smart Assist. Or we can simply rip and replace the existing IVR and use Smart Assist to handle all the incoming calls. That means Smart Assist provides end-to-end contact center solution that you can use to replace your contact centers. So once we receive the call from your existing infrastructure or the telephony, a Smart Assist gateway uses the ASRs, the best of the breed ASRs available in the market, to transcribe that particular voice into text, and the text is given to the intent detection engine, which is powered by the Kore.ai platform. So once the intent detection happens, Smart Assist understands what needs to be done with that particular intent based on the configurations we have done as a developer. So it can either automate that particular use case or transfer that particular use case to a voice or a chat agent. Smart Assist also provides capabilities for the agents to log in and handle omni-channel. Sorry, it provides an omni-channel interface to those agents. So it also has agent assist capabilities built into the agent desktop. So we'll look at the capabilities of agent desktop and the agent assist in the subsequent slides, right? So here, one thing to note is the Smart Assist is built on top of the Kore.ai's conversational platform, which is an award-winning chatbot platform used by many of these enterprises. So it leverages all of those NLP capabilities for each and every action that it performs during the automation. So these are some of the agent capabilities. I'm not going to read everything, but at least to highlight, we have an omni-channel flexible agent UI. We have advanced routing capabilities. Instead of just the traditional skill-based routing, we extend it with other options like point-based routing, agent affinity, and priority agent. Similarly, we have a dedicated manager workspace which allows you to allow the managers to barge in or whisper into the interactions. And they can also observe the queues as well as real-time agent performance. The agents can also escalate chats to audio and video. The agents can use screen share and co-browse. They can also have they can also use internal chat to collaborate between themselves and with the manager. Smart Assist also provides agent assist capabilities. So what is agent assist? So today, whenever a new agent joins the contact center, he needs to undergo a lot of training. He needs to understand all the processes. He needs to have quite a bit of knowledge to be effectively servicing the customers. But with Smart Assist, it becomes much easier to onboard an agent using the agent assist capabilities provided by Smart Assist. So we can actually build some of the intelligence in the underlying Kore.ai platform and bring and use that as part of the agent assist. We'll also be able to use multi-model engagement. So this multi-model engagement means the agent can interact with the agent assist in more than one ways. He can request the agent assist to help him with a particular query. He can enable the agent assist to continuously listen to what users are saying and keep suggesting him with options or responses. And the third scenario is there are certain things like, for example, a line check. So in this particular case, the agent can put the bot in an autopilot mode, wherein this conversation is completely controlled by the agent assist, which interacts with the users. Okay, so agent benefits. These are some of the benefits that we have. 30% reduction in support costs, 5%, 5x faster ticket resolution, 25% improvements in CSAT, right? So yeah, I realize that we're running out of time here, and we may not really have time to do a complete demo of Smart Assist application. But I suggest that you talk to our team who's present virtually in the booths, and also can reach out to us on the emails that are given in this particular screen. Thank you for your time today, and I hope you find it useful. Thank you.
Mr. Nalluri, thank you very much for an informative session. And of course, more actionable insights are waiting at the booth. So urging all the participants to make sure that they visit the booth there out there of Kore.ai. And on that note, we are all set to invite our next presenter come speaker, who's going to be very intrinsically talking about automating contact centers for better performance and also productivity. So as Mr. Nalluri signs off, allow us to rope in our next speaker. We'll be right back on the screens.